Hey guys, this is Code Black and welcome to the second tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to do the famous super saw, but in a hardstyle kind of way. So I have a track here in front of me, the Wish Anthem from a couple of years ago. I'm just going to play the patch so you guys can hear it, and then we'll go through the basics. Okay, so that's the basics. I'm just going to load up the patch. Actually, I did this track with virus C. But for this case, I'm going to explain it with a TI because I think more people would have it. Okay, so I'm going to open up the virus TI and explain the patch step by step. So in front of us we have a basic saw. I'm going to turn down the right oscillator an octave, put the balance somewhere in the middle. We can turn up the detune. Can enable the third oscillator, put it somewhere in the middle, saw over here, detune up. Now we can turn on the unison to 5, turn the detune all the way up. And we can enable the sub oscillator. Anywhere between, I don't know, 80 to 127 is fine, just depends on the patch. It's already sounding pretty mean. Okay, so if we listen to the actual MIDI now, it's still not what we need for hardstyle, that's for sure. And there's one last thing we're going to do, which can be useful for screeches, by the way. We're going to turn this up, and this is basically a pitch that will go to oscillator 2 based on your filter envelope, and I'll show that in a second. But if we turn this up, you can hear what happens. Now we just need a little bit of that. Anything to detune these oscillators more is always a good thing. But there is, of course, a limit, unless, of course, you're making raw style, then go for it. Over here, we have the LFO section. Now we can link these two and crank it up. And it's already starting to detune it even more. I've used 97 as an LFO speed. Most of the times I use anywhere between 90 and 100. Usually works for me. And in this case I've used this wave 64. There's a whole bunch of different waves you can use. Of course you can still use your standard triangles, sawtooth, square and sine. But in this case I've used the wave 64. It just kind of works for me. Okay, in the filter section, as I was explaining before, this is the ramp that was actually controlling the pitch here. So it's a little bit of modulation, and this will create, once again, like some kind of detune between oscillator 2 and oscillator 1 with the pitch. But also this filter shape is actually our filter envelope shape. So as we pull this down, so now if we play the patch, it's sounding pretty similar. Actually, the notes are a little bit short. That's actually a glitch with the virus TI, which I can't seem to get rid of. The only way to get rid of it is to kind of reboot Cubase or whatever DAW I'm using, and magically the notes will be long again. I'm sure all you virus users would know about this problem. So I hope this tutorial helps, guys. Please show me some demos of what you've done with this patch and how you've used it to better your productions. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I'd love to hear what you want me to do next. Thanks.